by Christopoulides, kickboxer, businessman, promoter. From West Side Fights Around, from Yesterday, Justin Mutimer, on the right, occupying the red corner with Jockey Angela, assisting Kelly State. From Delic North, with Mazen, Haidar. No decision.
Good evening and welcome to the Moorabin Town Hall. Welcome to the heavyweight war. Michael Chevello ringside with my verbal sparring partner, former Australian cruiserweight Muay Thai champion Mark the Hammer Castanini. Our first fight of the evening, a no-decision contest between Justin Mutimer, black trunks with red piping, and Mazen Haidar from the Kelly Seif stable, black trunks with white piping. Haidar just igniting this capacity crowd here at the Moorabin Town Hall with a spinning back kick. Hammer, what a crowd on hand for the heavyweight war.
Well, what a great looking crowd. What a great venue. Kelly Seif and Ringside Promotions putting on a what could be a star-studded lineup here tonight at Moorabin Town Hall, Michael.
Kelly Seif, 8 fights on tonight's super card. Of course, the main event being the big one, the battle of the super heavyweights. Christopoulides, the local, up against England's Phil Fagan, the Dark Destroyer. Somewhat of an unknown quantity, Phil Fagan. At the moment, it's the taller Justin Mutimer and Mazen Haidar. No decision contest, but both the boys going at it pretty hard here, Mark.
Justin Mutimer, an accomplished performer. He's fought the likes of world champion Tibor Vermeers, and he lacks no heart at all. He's got a very big heart, Justin Mutimer, and although it's a non-decision bout, I know he'll give it a bit of a shake-up.
Referee Bruce Haynes gets us underway in the second round of action. The long-ranging techniques of Justin Mutimer, the much shorter, more compact Mazen Haidar. Nice leg check there from Mutimer, then went high with the roundhouse kick off the right leg. Nice round kick combinations off both sides there from Mazen Haidar. Plenty of instruction being yelled in the corner of Justin Mutimer from trainer Pat Christopoulides. Stinging left hand there from Mutimer. Haidar just drops the leg kick onto the lead leg. Mutimer replies with one of his own. They trade some handiwork upstairs.
Haidar has to keep his chin down. He has a slight tendency to lift his chin when Mutimer's coming in for the attack. He's going to have to just tuck that chin a little bit more, look through the brow, and keep his hands up, because when you're fighting a much taller opponent, as is Mutimer, you really, especially if you're the shorter of the two, you really have to keep very compact, very tight, and try and get on the inside, work the inside.
We recommence the second round of action. Well, didn't go for too long. There's the end of the second round. Both men touch gloves, and we're into the third and final round of action. This non-decision bout between Justin Mutimer and Mazen Haidar. Mutimer just likes to probe with that left hand, engage his distance, and then he'll move in on his opponent.
Probably not using his front kick off the lead leg enough for my liking, Michael. Especially he has so much reach advantage. He should be working at range, Mutimer. And here goes Haidar.
Heavy right hands indeed there from Mazen Haidar. Going very hard at it for a non-decision bout, and Mutimer fires back with a right hand of his own. Well, it might be a non-decision bout, Hammer, but they're going hell for leather here in the third round, giving it a real shake.
Well, putting on a bit of a good exhibition of fighting here for the crowd. Good to see.
Mutimer just firing that big, lanky right hand. And there it is, the end of the third and final round of action, and a good solid applause from the crowd. That's our first fight, folks, of the heavyweight war night at Moorabin Town Hall.
No decision. Would you ladies and gentlemen, on the blue corner on my left. Very impressive to do on John Sheeter's last show from Sunshine. And also, John Sheeter ultimate kickboxing. Sunshine, would you welcome Steve Gatt. Steve Gatt in the blue corner on my left. On my right, Tony Angelo, and also Rebel Park, also Jim. Would you welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Craig Waller. Craig Waller. The referee in charge, Norman Lee. Demonstration, no decision bout number 2.
All is in readiness for our second bout of the evening. Steve Gatt out of the blue corner from the Johnny Sheeter stable against Craig Waller out of the red corner from the Kelly Seif stable. This one another no decision bout, fought under super welterweight. Nice inside leg kick there by Steve Gatt. Recently made his debut over in Sunshine. An impressive debut at that, Hammer.
Well, very smooth and good mover is Steve Gatt. He puts it together well. Wouldn't expect anything less coming from the Skeeter stable of champions, Michael. But Craig Waller, Kelly Seif stable, is also going to have a nice array of kicks and some very tidy handiwork to boot. So a good matchup on paper.
Nice front kick there off the lead leg from Waller, then goes high upstairs with a right round kick. Nice high left round kick there from Craig Waller. So many of the Kelly Seif stable boys coming from backgrounds in Taekwondo, all very good high kickers. And Craig Waller looks to be no exception. Nice leg kick there from Steve Gatt. Waller felt that one to the lead leg. The high right round kick, side kick combination from Waller. And again, another good, hard, no decision bout, Hammer.
Another good no decision, as you said, Michael. But the boys giving it a bit of a shake. Although there's no trophies to be had, they're still here to put on a good show for this capacity crowd.
And there it is, the end of the first round of action. Super welterweight, no decision bout.
Seconds out, round 2.
Into the second round of super welterweight action. Gatt opening up there with the right hand. Straight left leg kick combination by Gatt. Didn't quite find the mark. Went for the inside leg kick to that inside left thigh. Nice inside leg kick by Gatt. That one found the inside of the right thigh of Craig Waller. Really does get some good reach on those leg kicks, Mark, does Steve Gatt.
Well, Steve Gatt is going to be someone, I feel, down the track. He's going to give the super welterweight division a real good shake-up. He's built perfectly for that division. He's very tall. He's got good range. He's a very tidy fighter. But take nothing away from Craig Waller. I'd like to see this fight put on, obviously without the shin guards. Be a good bout, I feel. possibly one to look out for.
Well, both of these men have regular sparring partners in two very fine super welterweights. Steve Gatt, of course, sparring Jenk the Great White Shark Bayek down there in Sunshine. And Craig Waller, no doubt, sparring Fast Eddie Delic, who we'll see later on in our semi-main event. Nice leg kick there by Steve Gatt. A very well composed fighter.
Well, no decision bouts, although the fighters don't get any trophies as such. They do get invaluable experience out of getting in there, moving around in front of a crowd, especially the more novice of the fighters.
Both men touch gloves, and referee Norman Liu gets us underway in the third and final round of action. Super welterweight action, no decision bout. Steve Gatt and Craig Waller. It's been a good one so far.
Good, good demonstration of technique, Michael.
Yes, in both this and the opening fight. Inside leg kick by Gatt. Waller just fires out the front kick off the left leg. Nice inside leg kick there from Craig Waller.
On the way out, just throwing the inside leg kick.
Good turning back kick there from Waller. Step up side kick and a back kick. Nice combination indeed.
Well, that's one thing you can expect to see from Kelly Seif's boys, obviously with the Hapkido Taekwondo background. Their leg work is probably pushed along a little bit more than the standard just kickboxing training. They have the emphasis on good stretching technique. And of course, that makes the kicks a whole lot easier. And obviously with Kelly Seif, the Blitz Hall of Fame Aikido Instructor of the Year, I believe, 1998. He's a very good authority when it comes to those spinning kicks and all the fancy type kicks that Taekwondo breeds.
Big right hand there from Steve Gatt, came close but no cigar. Turns Waller around in the neutral corner and just taking a low blow. Third and final round of action's over. Not the way that Steve Gatt wanted to end it, but what a great demonstration, Mark, by both of these men.
Up until that point, a good mix of technique and skill. Well done to both guys.
Well, all is in readiness for our first decision bout of the night. This is where the real action starts, folks, here at the Moorabin Town Hall. Against Anthony Jacobs out of the blue corner and the man they call Doc out of the red corner, Kelly Seep Stable. What a tremendous atmosphere here in Moorabin.
Sponsor for this bout, of course, the wonderful King of Clubs. Gotta like that, Michael.
I like that a lot, Hammer. There's a nice front kick off the left leg from Anthony Jacobs, sending the Doc backwards. King of Clubs, Studio 128 and Video Easy. Fantastic sponsors here tonight. And all the action brought to you by Kelly Seep. You can cut the atmosphere at the Moorabin Town Hall with a knife, folks. It's absolutely electric. A big clubbing left hand there from the Doc. Covers up, slams a round kick into the rib cage. That big front kick and the high right round kick just soaring over the head of the Doc.
Well, Doc fighting the much more experienced Anthony Jacobs. 4 fights, 2 wins, one loss, 1 draw. Jacobs certainly will have the ring experience on Doc, which is evident thus far into this fight. He's got to stop ducking his head, Michael, or else he could be subject to a big round or front kick to the face via delivery.
There it is, the big round kick to the face. Hammer, you called it. Down goes the Doc. Referee Bruce Haynes applies the count. He caught him flush on the cheek and planted him like a tree.
Well, that was always going to be happening. He's got to stop ducking his head. He's got to be upright, gloves up, and stick the jab.
The big flying front kick from Anthony Jacobs sends the Doc down again. But he says, I'm okay to continue, big Bruce Haynes. What a crackerjack start to this fight. Jacobs goes hunting again with the front kick. He has the height and reach advantage. And so far,
well, that
the
kick,
southpaw Doc has no answers for him.
that kick certainly as well, Dim, you can see a bit of redness there on the right side of the face, and he's going down again. That's not going to do him any good at all.
There it is, the end of the first round of action. What a torrid round for the Doc, Hammer.
I tell you what, Michael, he's going to have to be a little bit more upright, pump the jab, work the right hand, power in with those leg kicks. For Anthony Jacobs, with his long reach already, it's going to be too easy for him.
Round 2 of action. Anthony Jacobs, a man on a demolition mission in the first round. Planted the Doc like a tree with that huge right round kick, smack bang to the side of the kisser.
I think the corner, Kelly Seep and company.
There it is again, the high right round kick, and this one's all over. This one's all over. It's a TKO victory for the Anthony Jacobs.
What a great showing from Anthony Jacobs. But dare I say it, I think the Doc made his work a little bit easy by ducking his head. And obviously with the long limbs of Jacobs, it was going to be a very dangerous and hard job for Doc to take Jacobs out.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Bruce Haynes waiting to find out 25 seconds in the round 2. We congratulate Anthony Jacobs.
My corner, the 3 boys were like good for Connie, not just for this fight or 5 fights. I mean, they got me across the line more than often than not. Just for this fight, most of all, the Doc. I'm 26. I started kickboxing at 25, and I find it hard now at 25. I feel like I'm on a fight now. But Doc, I mean, there's no true chicken. That's a big effort.
Okay, the Doc coming across. Well, that's a chicken. Take those shots off. The Doc. Take the man out. Doc was pretty tough in production of kickboxing with 36 years of age, wasn't it?
Yeah, I followed on,
We can't say that. Doc,
I could just change my hairstyle, tell everyone it wasn't me. Business as usual.
Lovely, great sisters in the ring.
I'd just like to thank you for coming too, because family and friends and all the work associates and everyone that came, and the fact that I lost, well, who gives a damn, guys? Thanks, guys.
Just as a quick one, first thank you to everybody for showing up. It's a great crowd. Doc's actually a very close personal friend of mine. He came up to me one day and said, "Hello, I just want to tell my kids that I've been in a ring once." So, 36-year-old man with 2 children and a wife, simply with training. Well done, Doc. And today, I know it's only a novice fight. It was Doc's first time. His original opponent weighed the same as in the 67 kilos that pulled out on us 4 days ago. One was Boy, he's 4 kilos heavier with 4 fights more experience. I asked him if you want to take a fight. He says, "Mate, I trained for a fight, I want to fight." So, it's well good effort. Congratulations. Let's welcome people to the hand. Gatt, before they get in the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is happening before that middleweight in the ring at this time. Would you welcome on my left occupant, Luke Bernard, Nick Calacuris and all the team from Melbourne Martial Arts. Born in Auckland, New Zealand, now based in Hopeford, Victoria, one bout, getting 70.6 kilograms, wearing multi-coloured trunks of red, white, green with Thailand. On the front of you welcome, Jason Su, S-U, and occupying the red corner on my right, Kelly Safe from the Princess Highway to Jersey. Ladies and gentlemen from Danie on the North, getting 73 kilograms, wearing white trunks with white trim. Would you welcome Hisham, Hanna?
Well, we are ready to rumble. And our next event of the night is Jason Su out of the blue corner, up against Hisham Hanna out of the red corner, trained by Kelly Steve. This one brought to you by Moorabin Automotive. Let's get underway in the first round of action, light middleweight contest. High left round kick, lead leg round kick there by Su. Fires out the front kick to the midsection. The big right hand there from Hisham Hanna. Tremendous crowd support behind Hanna, as there has been with Kelly Steve's supporters all night tonight.
Well, Jason Su from Nick Telekouris's Thunder Leg stable. Let's wait and see if he's going to unleash those trademark thumping thigh kicks from the Thunder Legs boys.
Big leg kick there from Jason Su, follows through the short right hand. He caught Hisham Hanna on the jaw with that one. Good solid start to this round, the first round of action.
Well, Hisham Hanna seems to have a good set of hands on him.
Nice round kick off the rear leg there by Jason Su. Good inside leg kick from Hisham Hanna. Outside leg kick. Caught Su nicely. Su just launching the round kick to the left rib cage of Hisham Hanna. Your third man in censoring, World Tamashawara champion Bruce Haynes. Trade of leg kicks. Hanna comes over the top. Rapid fire combination of the head there by Hisham Hanna.
Well, Hisham Hanna working well upstairs and then combining his legs downstairs.
He catches him now with a straight left hand, and down goes Jason Su. Listen to the crowd erupt for Hisham Hanna, a knockdown in the first round. Mark the hammer. He caught him flush.
Well, they're calling Hisham's corner is calling low high.
And there it is, the end of the first round. Hammer, a great one there for Hisham Hanna.
Well, he put it all together, Hisham, and did quite well indeed. Nice, tidy handwork from Hisham. Unlucky Jason Su getting caught there with that left hand. But what a great first round.
Jason Su, in the red. Seconds out.
We are ready to rumble in the second round. Tremendous intensity over this bout now. Jason Su was sent to the canvas in the first with good hand combinations. Hisham Hanna starting heavy here again. They tie up over against the ropes. A real force of will behind these punches from both men.
Well, Hisham can sense victory here. I think he's feeling and his strength is building as this fight goes on. But he's got to be careful not to get a little bit too overzealous.
The glancing right hand from Hisham Hanna came close, but no cigar. They trade leg kicks, then Hanna comes over the top of the right hand. Su just ties him up over near the ropes. The front kick off the lead leg from Hanna. Didn't quite find the mark. Went for the inside leg kick. Nice leg kick by Su to the front leg. 1, 2, 3 punch combination. Storming across the ring there from Hisham Hanna. Long reaching leg kick there from Hanna. Goes for another one. Didn't find the mark. Nice kick to the ribs there from Jason Su. Good even second round so far, Mark.
Well, Su's come back a little after it being all Hisham Hanna in the first round.
You could hear that round kick just whipping through the air as it whistled by the brow of Jason Su. Su goes low. Hanna comes over the top with a straight right hand. Fires out the front kick off the lead leg. There's the high left round kick by Jason Su, trying to back Hanna into the red corner, but he'll have no part of that. High right round kick there from Hisham Hanna.
He's got that nice right whipping round kick, Michael. He gets it out very quickly indeed, Hisham.
Short right hand to the side of the head. Caught Hisham Hanna with his guard down. There's the end of the second round. How do you see that one, Mark?
Well,
the
that
hammer.
was much more an even round, the second one. Jason Su coming back a little for sure. And this one, I reckon, he's going to go right down the wire, Michael.
are ready to get it on the third and final round of action. This has been a crackerjack fight so far. Jason Sue was sent to the canvas in the first round, came back in the second round. And now we are ready to rumble in the third round. Both men touch gloves. Jason Sue eager to get it on. Here we go. This one is really going to go down to the wire. They've started hard again. A rip kick there from Hisham. Hanna has got that right hand cocked and ready. A high right round kick from Hanna. They are going toe-to-toe here in the third and final round.
Well, both fighters know this is a round that's going to tell the story. They've got to give it their all. It's all come down to this round.
What an absolute corker it has been so far. Nice solid leg kick there by Hanna. That'll take the starch right out of Jason Sue. Big right hand from Hanna, follows up the high left round kick.
Sue looking to unload with that big right hand, not getting the opportunity.
Sue went downstairs with a leg kick, Hanna checked it. They tie up in the blue corner, Sue's corner. Nice inside leg kick from Sue. Hanna responds with one to the lead leg.
Nice checking from Hisham. Hanna. He's picked up and he's done his homework, and he knows the Thunder Kick boys have got that big right round kick, and he's got his check working at delightful.
Sue trying to work in the short right uppercut, trying to get it in under the jaw. Launches the round kick. Hisham. Hanna responds with one of his own. They have traded blows for 3 rounds toe-to-toe, folks. It's been an absolute corker. And this capacity crowd at Moorabin Town Hall right on the edge of their seats. The big right hand from Hisham. Hanna. It sent Jason Sue back half a pace. Unrelenting, both of these men in their attack. The end of the third and final round. Mark the hammer, it's gone down to the judges. How do you see it?
Well, this one's gone down to the judges, Michael. I tell you, what a great battle. Epic battle from both these boys. I've got to commend both of them on giving it their all. Hisham. Hanna coming out all guns firing, and great technique, working high and low, legs, great checking. I'd have to say Sam, with maybe superior defences, could get the nod on this one. But Jason Sue, there's nothing in this one, so it's going to go to the judges. We'll see what they come back with.
Trophy says ringside promotions, light middleweight winner, Delic. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, the judges were unanimous. The winner, red corner.
Congratulations. Thanks, Haidar. Had the flu all week, but first of all, I'd like to thank Dr. Peter Lewis, because I would like to thank him for putting on a great show. So thanks for coming out to support us. Hopefully we can do it for the North. I'd also like to thank good friends of mine, Angela, Danie, Delic, Peter Haidar. They gave me the courage and the hunger that I needed to do a lot of school today. I'm back in here. After tonight, I'll give you another day.
equivalent to the Australian kickboxing. The referee is another big heavyweight Bruce namings. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget next Sunday night is the Hollywood Town Hall, George Collins, Ring Karate International, 7 o'clock start, rapid fire here tonight. Talk to George about it next Sunday night, an action-packed night, Hollywood Town Hall, 7 o'clock, Hollywood Street, Hollywood. Ladies and gentlemen, his prospect from Greensboro, occupied by $2.94.55 kilograms, making his debut in kickboxing. Then you welcome Les Nibbs, N-O-W-S, Les Nibbs, in the blue corner, wearing multi-colored faces, red, gold, black and white. And across the ring, occupied the red corner. Last night he scaled a massive 107.46 kilograms. Covered the filling seat, Princess Highway, Noble Park, Greetings from Danie, which you welcome Daniel Zivanovic. Super heavyweights in the ring, sponsored by Kickboxing.
Alright, gentlemen, let me explain the rules to you. You guys understand my rules? When we put them in fight, touch gloves down, can I give it the last round, touch gloves again, we'll let it go.
Well, we are ready to rumble in our first super heavyweight contest of the evening. It's Lee Nibbs out of the blue corner, trained by George Kolovos, a newcomer to the kickboxing scene, up against Daniel Zivanovic. Les Nibbs, Mark, what can we expect from him coming from a karate, Kyokushin karate background?
Well, possibly some big leg kicks. He's going to have to keep his hands up, though, because you can bet that Zivanovic is going to put in those big right hands of his. He's just carrying his hands a little low for blocking.
The big right hand there from Daniel Zivanovic, and down goes Les Nibbs. He caught him sweet with the right hook. Les Nibbs has been wobbled in the first round. It's all over an early night and a knockout victory for Daniel Zivanovic.
This lovely lady is Paris. Paris is a great kickboxer and fighter now. Joe Osmond, can you join us tonight? Great stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, grab up the University. It's not the University Grand Applause. First time in the ring. But unfortunately tonight, beating, ladies and gentlemen, 25 seconds in the round one, your winner, Daniel Zivanovic. Very gracious man. Thank you, Paris. And Rocky will see of the ring help you out, so to speak. Oh, Rocky. Daniel, congratulations. It's 25 seconds. All five are in the clear card. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you very much. Slightly taken. Les. Taking the notice. More than just second time around, just turning around right. I'd like to thank everyone for coming, and my corner, especially my trainer Kelly. He's a man.
Okay, beautiful set. Thank you, very gracious young man.
Yeah, I'd like to thank George and Les for taking the fight on short notice. As everybody knows, we're supposed to have 5 heavyweights on the show. Unfortunately, things didn't go our way. We've had 3 pullouts in the last 2 weeks. Let's cover one of these pullouts. And if the 3 heavyweights standing there would like to get in the ring, Rocky saying, my brother is also helping on tonight, Dean Delic and Peter Hatt, who are also supposed to feature on the card. I do want to apologise. Unfortunately, one of the opponents was pulled off on us due to injury, and the other two opponents dropped off without notice. Unfortunately, I don't know why, but it's always hard to match fights, and heavyweights are hard. We will have to give you a different sort of show, but we promise two of these boys will be ready in about the next 6 to 8 weeks. And we are developing good heavyweights in the gym. We have 8 heavyweights at the moment training. Our last heavyweight is the main bout, and some good things are coming out of the gym, especially the heavyweight division. So once again, I'd like to thank you for coming and apologise for these 3 boys, for all their friends. You will see them next time on the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, ringside promotions crowd represent one of our featured attractions of the evening in the light middleweight division. In fact, it's an all-Western Australian bout in many ways. Would you welcome on my right, up your partner in the red corner, with his cornerman, Kevin Jr., one of Western Australia's most respected kickboxing promoters. Ladies and gentlemen, from the Midland Chinese Boxing Club, he is in Helena Valley, Western Australia. He comes to Melbourne for the second time. More recently, on the Michael Zivanovic show at Springbound, he brings a record of 43 bouts, 28 wins, 15 losses, getting 70.90 kilograms. In the red corner, we welcome back to Melbourne from Western Australia, Alan Pound. Alan Pound, wearing black trunks with white trim. Yep, Alan Pound, correct, Alan, my apologies, Alan Pound. And across the ring, up the bottom of the blue corner, originally from Hamilton Hill, Western Australia, now based in Reservoir, Victoria, with a record of 14 bouts, 9 wins. The first ever Aboriginal champion from Master Danie Lutz's Fitzroy Stars Gymnasium. He is a South Pacific and Menisca Australian champion, scaling 72.8, 0 kilograms. Would you welcome the Aboriginal warrior, Christopoulides. Warren black trunks with gold and black stars. Alan Pound and Chris Collard. The referee is Malcolm Mulder. 4 rounds of kickboxing. Pound and Collard.
Gentlemen, not number 7. Good luck to both fighters for the rest match. Obey my instructions at all times. Is that clear? Okay, get back to your points now for another. Good luck.
All is in readiness for one of our 2 semi-main events, a light middleweight contest between Chris Collard out of the blue corner and Alan Pond all the way from WA out of the red corner. It's Chris Collard from the stables of master trainer Dana Goodson. Alan Pond with Kevin Jr. in his corner. This bout brought to you by Black and Blue Fashions. Pond starting strongly here in the first. Solid leg kick to the lead leg, side kick there from Chris Collard. Launches the high left round kick. Very sharp technique here from Chris Collard, coming out heavy early on.
Well, Pond very much a straight up, walk up fighter. And that's not what you want to do against a very mobile and agile Chris Collard. He's got to keep mobile, Pond, because Collard's got the height and reach advantage over him. And if he just keeps walking forward, he's going to be a sitting target.
Pond trying to come in from the right-legged front kick, didn't quite find the mark. Overhand right by Chris Collard. Pond connects with a short right hand. Collard backs him against the ropes with a flurry of punches. And a little bit of intensity between both these men here in the first round. Collard just waiting with the left hand. Pond just burying in there, tries to fire the straight right through the defences. And a really gritty first round marked by both of these men.
But neither taking a back step, both charging at each other.
Jumping right hand there from Alan Pond didn't have any effect.
Once again, Collard with the reach advantage of just popping that front leg a bit more, keeping Pond away and then unloading from range. That's what I'd like to see Collard do, perhaps.
Chris Collard, a very crisp round kick up. Just fired out the front kick off the lead leg to stop Pond from coming in on him. Pond the step up right-legged front kick.
And Pond very open in his guard. As that rib area is somewhat exposed. And carries his guard very low.
A cracker of a leg kick to end the first round there from the Aboriginal warrior, Chris Collard.
Well, for mine, Michael, I'd have to say Collard slightly ahead on that first round, just putting it together a bit more, landing some good scoring shots. Pond a little slow to start.
We're about to get underway in the second round of light middleweight action. Chris Collard against Alan Pond, brought to you by Black and Blue Fashions. Solid leg kick by Chris Collard and a huge red welt mark on the rear of the left thigh of Alan Pond.
Well, that's very prevalent from this vantage point.
Cracking away the right round kick to the ribs there. Chris Collard throws those kicks with intense power. Clash of kicks in the centre of the ring. Collard launching the high right round kick to the head.
Well, Collard throwing some nice high round kicks. I think he wants to finish this one in stylish manner with a nice high head kick. Pond's going to be wary of that and have to keep his guard up. Carries his lead hand particularly low, which is open for that right roundhouse kick from Collard. Bit of clowning around there from Pond as he pokes his tongue out at the Fitzroy Stars stable. Perhaps should be concentrating more on the job at hand, which is Chris Collard, the man in the centre with him.
Both men tangling in the centre of the ring. The technique not as pretty here in the second round as it was in the first. A nice gutsy right hand there off the chin from Alan Pond.
Both fighters almost tying up, wanting to get some knees away. Of course, this bout is kickboxing rules, not Thai rules. But the knees are out.
Pond just digging the right hand into the body, into the rib cage, then comes over the top. Leaping front kick off the right leg to the abdomen. Collard launches that wicked right round kick.
Pond coming back. He uses his front leg front kick quite well, Alan Pond, for a guy who is disadvantaged, I suppose, a little by his height against an opponent of Chris Collard's sort of standing. He's been popping that front kick out quite well and evened it up a little in the second round, Alan Pond. But this bout's starting to even out, and we're in for a great third round.
We're ready to roll the third round of action, light middleweight contest, Alan Pond and Chris Collard. It's been a good fight so far. First round probably going Collard's way, second round a little more even. And here we are now in the third. Pond opening up a game with that front kick off the right leg, then the left round kick lead leg. Nice short left hook to the head in close there from Alan Pond. And Collard just pushes him off and gains some distance to work that high right round kick to the head and ribs. Pond Mark really staying in close and sort of smothering.
Well,
Chris
he is.
Collard.
He's a very, very much a smothering fighter, and he's charging in there, so he's really not standing back, letting Collard, you know, have any room to throw the long-range techniques. And that's why I perhaps would like to see Chris Collard popping the front kick out himself as Pond charges in, as he keeps doing there.
Nice front kick again there from Alan Pond. Then he got collected with the right hand, dropped his guard momentarily, and Collard snapped him.
Well, on paper anyway, this bout looked like it was going to be all Chris Collard, but Alan Pond doing quite well for himself to rate.
Both men trading kicks right in front of our commentary position. Again, Collard just being smothered by Alan Pond. Pond really sucking in the air here in the third round.
Pond doing well at closing that gap up and not letting Chris Collard tick off at range. Collard trying to open up with a front kick of his own.
Both men tangle against the ropes again, an intriguing contest so far. Big right hand off the chin there from Chris Collard. But Pond saw it coming. And a tie up again over against the ropes. Pond trying to drop the right hand to the body, then to the head. A cracking leg kick to the lead leg. Nice front kick there by Alan Pond. He shows Chris Collard that he can give back as good as he receives, and a good end to the round there from Alan Pond.
Evening right up, Michael. This bout evening right up. And Alan Pond, the WA boy, he's certainly starting to work his legs in quite well. Probably not as crisp in a hand department as Collard, but nevertheless, he's putting up a very brave battle indeed.
The fourth and final round of this light middleweight contest brought to you by Black and Blue Fashions. Chris Collard and Alan Pond touch gloves and we are ready to rumble. Front kick to the face by Collard, just short of the target. The left hook there misconnected and actually ended up being an elbow to the side of the head that the referee didn't see. The high right round kick to the head from Collard, and Alan Pond just continuing to smother Chris Collard.
Well, Collard's actually switched on now to Pond's front kick and he's trying to parry it out. There it is, but a little bit low. You'll notice off the break, Pond coming in, running in with that front kick. Collard parrying the front kick and then trying to counter.
Alan Pond, very nuggety fighter. Inside leg kick there from Chris Collard. Nice right hand off the jaw by Alan Pond. Caught him sweetly on the kisser. And here comes Collard now. Forcing Pond back into the neutral corner. Alan Pond ties him up over against the ropes.
Well, there's a tough boy, Alan Pond. He's taken a few good hits from Collard. And unfortunate for him, not been able to probably answer as well as he would have liked.
A thunderous overhand right by Chris Collard. And Pond just ties him up yet again over against the ropes, just smothering Collard. Launches a high left round kick. Collard catches him with a short glove to the jaw. Pond continues his smothering game. Collard trying to work a bit of distance there for his kicks. Short left hook to the nose there from Pond.
Pond getting a little frustrated, trying to come back.
Straight right through the defences there by Chris Collard. They tie up again right in front of our commentary position. Third man in centre ring, referee Malcolm Bullner. Leg kick going downstairs there, Alan Pond.
Certainly one tough son of a gun is Alan Pond. Keeps coming back for more.
Well, there it is, the end of the fourth and final round. Mark the Hammer Castanedi. This one's gone down to the judges.
Whatever way you look at it, Michael, it's going to be a close one. Collard being well and truly smothered by Pond. But Pond working his front kick well for those first two rounds in particular. Collard probably picking up on that a little late. Nevertheless, Collard landing some good, clean punches, some good round kicks, and that should be enough on paper for him to take the win.
On sale now. 2 more minutes. Got 10 ounce here. All big stories. Comes down from Thailand. It's also a feature story. The big trophy we want to bring us away from the enjoying the night of the kickboxing. Good night. Right night it is. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 rounds of kickboxing, we have unanimous points winner from the blue corner, Chris Collard. Chris, that's right, you smoke them, but the rest of the back will smoke.
Guys, I'd like to all my fans and came here tonight, all my boardroom and stuff. I'm sorry, this is not my fans in any which way, because I took the fight on 2 days' notice, and my auntie passed away, so a lot of things were going through my head at that point in time. But if you want to see the Moorabin Warrior, come to the Grand Prix ceremony this second, and I will perform!
Chris, coming across the last night, we've seen you in action tonight. The boxing board suggests you return my place at there's another line for nothing registered to you and all back on there. But Chris Collard tonight, yeah, was tough in there. He had to work very hard and several stages he really had to breathe deeply to get a bit of reserve there.
Well, several points attacking him, no problem. We took the fight on 2 days' notice. Like you said, his auntie died, she's like his mother. A week ahead, and also maybe a training, but you do kill that thing when we took the fight on 2 days' notice. The boys always ready. On May 2nd, part of the Detroit seminars, we get you on the break on. You'll see the real Aperture War on May 2nd.
Thank you, Danie. Alan Palmer, there's your lovely trophy. Okay, Alan Palmer, he's a warrior. Alan, sorry about that. Good luck with back, which I think on the last 2 or 3 rounds under the experience and the strength is a big factor there.
Yeah, thanks very much, Harold. Good decision, mate. I'll be happy to bring that to life. No what's worrying about. Put your hands up, ladies and gentlemen. The Aboriginal warrior. Thanks very much, Melbourne. Been here twice in the last month. Thanks very much to Kelly Seath and Nick Boy Promotions. Thanks very much to my opponent for taking the fight on. He's not the only one that took it on 2 days' notice. So did I. Just thanks a lot, everybody. I hope you enjoy the fights. Have a good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, ringside the merchants crowd present our semi-main event. These two young men were in action racing on the Patrick Stoppage Show. It was a draw. A lot of people debated who won. So tonight, we'll settle the scoring center ring at the City of Moorabin Hall in our semi-main event. Australian Super Welterweight Championship match. We do on my left, from Portland South. Just around the corner from the City of Moorabin, getting 69.5 kilograms. He's kickboxing in Thailand. He brings in a center record of 12 bouts, 9 wins. Already non-technically tournament champion. Would you welcome the Warrior Muay Thai Club's Lethal Steve. And ladies and gentlemen, on the park in the red corner, one of the prize of the park, Sid Martial Arts Gymnasium. Last night he held 69 kilograms in this fight, round about 13 rounds. 8 wins, 4 losses, and 1 draw. Would you welcome the dual champion, Eddie Slick Delic. Judges is your Moorabin and Terry Gold.
This one for the Australian super welterweight title between Lee Stevens out of the blue corner. Thunder kick Nick Telekouris in his corner and slick Eddie Delic out of the red corner, trained by Kelly C. This one scheduled for 5 rounds, brought to you by Super Deal Furniture. Here we go, the first round of action. This one, of course, a rematch. Last time these two fought, only recently it ended in a draw. So tonight they're looking to settle a score. Nice front kick there to the face by Eddie Delic. Opening up like a house on fire here in the first round, Mark.
Well, certainly, Michael, just a bit of a tip for you that I had on this fight earlier. Eddie Delic sustaining possibly a cracked rib in training on the left-hand side. Could that be why he's perhaps carrying his left hand so low? I don't know the extent of that injury, but definitely in training he's sustained some sort of abnormality in that rib area. So Eddie's going to be looking to guard that.
Comments from the hammer, Mark Castanini, who's been snooping around the traps. Overhand right there by Lee Stevens, and cracks away to that left rib cage. Luckily for Eddie Delic, it didn't connect. Axe kick there by Delic. Nice inside leg kick by Stevens, then plucks away at the left and right.
Lee Stevens certainly a great up-and-coming super welterweight. He's a good mover, he's a very solid performer. He's got a good build on him, and you can bet if he fires out those leg kicks, or indeed a good solid punch, that Eddie's going to feel it.
Delic with the high right round kick. Very awkward customer, very unorthodox fighter, Eddie Delic. A real mover, likes to taunt, move around the ring. Lee Stevens, a more straightforward fighter. Sorry, Mark.
Well, Delic is very much from the Sam Solomon, I suppose, school of fighting. They're very cagey characters, very hard fighters to bail up and really get a clean shot on. But Lee Stevens, of course, has met Delic before, so he knows exactly what to expect. And hopefully he'll have worked some sort of a plan out to put in a good, solid performance. Nice defensive front kick off the ropes there by Eddie Delic at the end of the first round. Hanna, how do you see it? Well, it's a good even start. I wouldn't be swayed either way. Both fighters had their engagement where they've fired out some good combination techniques. And this one is certainly going to go very, very close again, with neither fighter hoping to make a mistake and take the points.
Second touch, round 2.
We're ready to rumble in the second round of action. Our semi-main event brought to you by Super Deal Furniture. For the Australian super welterweight title, Lee Stevens out of the blue corner. Slick Eddie Delic out of the red corner. Delic just firing out that left front kick defensively off the ropes. The cagey style of Eddie Delic, the more straightforward, conservative style of Lee Stevens. Delic just launching the high left round kick. Stevens just moved out of the way. Round kick to the head there off the right leg by Stevens. Then comes over the top of the short left hand. Delic connects it at the short right.
Delic not throwing out those rapid-fire hand combinations, which is his trademark. A little bit reserved in that area, and that perhaps could be something to do with his ribs.
Lee Stevens trying to plant that right hand on the kisser of Eddie Delic. Not an easy task. And that left round kick just whistling past the face of Lee Stevens. Delic continually switching stances. And all the time guarding that left rib cage. Inside leg kick by Delic found the mark. Thunderous left-right combination, just short of the target there from Eddie Delic.
Stevens landing some good thunder kick, thigh kicks there, putting him right in really well. But Delic firing back with some good rapid-fire combinations of his own.
The right hand came close, but no cigar there for Lee Stevens. Eddie Delic backing himself into the blue corner. Stevens fires the 1-2 jab, then the right hand. Delic responds to the round kick to the head. The big right hand from Stevens. Good inside leg kick from Stevens. And there's the end of the second round. Hammer, I still can't separate them.
Still been very close, but Stevens landing some good, solid leg kicks there on Delic. As I said, Delic's quick hands, slick hands, not so prevalent here tonight. He's a little bit more reserved in his fighting style here tonight, and it's evening out quite nicely. But the fight is still there for the taking. Either fighter can still grab this by the neck and give it a real shake.
Seconds out, round 3. Ladies and gentlemen, come on, get behind these two here.
We're ready to roll into the third round of action. It's Eddie Delic and Lee Stevens, brought to you by Super Deal Furniture, Kelly Seif and Ringside Promotions, in front of a capacity crowd here at the Moorabin Town Hall.
Great atmosphere here tonight, Michael.
Sensational atmosphere, isn't it?
Our congratulations to Kelly Seif and all the gang for putting on a good promotion here at the Moorabin Town Hall.
Leg kick by Stevens, nice left hand found the mark. Delic just dancing across the ring. Stevens goes downstairs, chopping away to that lead thigh. High left round kick.
Good anticipations by Stevens, just letting those high round kicks whiz past his face.
Nice solid right uppercut there by Lee Stevens. Backed into the blue corner. Delic goes the inside leg kick. While the mercury rising here in the third round of action, they've upped the intensity and the adrenaline. Delic goes downstairs, just chopping away at that lead leg. Stevens just measuring him at the moment. You can see the look of concentration in Lee Stevens' eyes. He backs Delic into the corner, but Delic just defensively pops out the front kick. Downstairs goes Lee Stevens, and a thunderous overhand right, didn't quite find the mark.
Well, neither fighter wanting to make any dire mistakes, playing it quite cautious.
Clash of leg kicks. Delic comes through with the right hand, and then the round kick upstairs. Two very gutsy fighters. Front kick off the right leg by Lee Stevens, and goes downstairs, chopping away to that lead thigh. Delic, cagey, clever, just pops out the jab, and there's a leg kick to finish the round. Lee Stevens just smiles at him and says, "How do you like that?"
Well,
what do you think, Hammer?
Stevens' confidence is growing with every round. Delic looking increasingly uncomfortable in there, and perhaps there is something to that rumour of him carrying an injury into this fight, but he's not the slick Eddie Delic that we've seen in the past, Michael. But Lee Stevens, a very, very solid performer indeed, and I like the look of the boy. He's a very tough competitor, and he has the trademark Talakuris stamp on him, that's for sure.
Seconds out, round 4.
Let's get it on in round 4 of action. Our semi-main event brought to you by Super Deal Furniture. On my unofficial scorecard, Lee Stevens taking the last round. It had been even up until then. Stevens just backing Delic into the red corner. Delic ties him up. And just a couple of behind the back hits, I think you call those ones. Haven't seen those ones before. Eddie Delic just smiles. I touch gloves and we recommence. Ooh, thunderous right hand there from Lee Stevens. Would have connected, would have taken Delic's head off. Cracking away at the right rib cage there, Lee Stevens. And he smiled at Delic and said, how do you like that one, Slick Eddie? And Eddie responds with a round kick to the head of his own. To and fro, this fight has gone. One man throws a technique that connects, the other one fires straight back. There's a nice, sweet right hand from Lee Stevens. High right round kick, just not enough mustard behind it from fast Eddie Delic. Goes a couple of inside leg kicks and a third Eddie Delic.
Delic has to be aware of that switch up leg kick from Stevens. He's working it well. There it is, right to the inside thigh.
Delic responds with a high right round kick that sends Stevens back a couple of paces. There's the front kick to the chest, off the lead leg from Delic. Delic continues, twinkle toes, moving around the ring. Backs himself in the neutral corner, turns Stevens around beautifully. Here comes Eddie Delic, the right hand.
Delic coming back now, landing some good solid combos.
Eddie Delic bouncing around the ring. There's the end of the 4th round. We have another corker on our hands, Hammer.
Well, this one's certainly going down the lines with Delic making up for probably his lack of work rate in the 3rd. He's made up for it in the 4th. And it's evening right out. Stevens slowed just a touch there, missed with a couple of big shots, and Delic capitalised on that. But that's the calibre of these boys. You know, they've been around the ring for a while, and they know the game. They know how to move, and that's the big difference between experience and non-experience. There's a lot less wasted shots, but when there is a wasted shot, the opponent certainly knows how to capitalise on that.
Thank you, Michael Anderson. 10th out, 5th and final round. Coming up by Lee Williams, ready.
Both fighters touch gloves for the 5th and final round of action. How will it go? Will we have a decider this time? Their first fight was an epic draw. This second fight, this rematch, has been another epic. Stevens chasing him across the ring, then walks into a left hand. A high right round kick by Delic, a low leg kick there by Stevens. Delic continues to dance around the ring. Stevens just stalking him. Launches into another inside leg kick. It just clipped the outside of the thigh. Delic turning him around the neutral corner. Here goes Eddie Delic, connects with a straight right hand. Stevens ties him up. And you can see the sweat fly off the brow of Lee Stevens at that right hand connected mark.
Certainly Eddie Delic, when he gets an opening, he really goes for it. Just worries me the way he backs himself into that corner all the time. But that's his game plan. It's always worked for him, so I suppose he has no reason to change that. But he likes to work off the ropes, Eddie Delic, that's for sure.
Eddie Delic continues to dance. Stevens continues to stalk him. This one brought to you by Super Deal Furniture, and the crowd, the capacity crowd, have really got a super deal with this semi-main event. Clubbing away to the left rib cage there is Lee Stevens. Goes an inside leg kick, sweeping the legs out from under Delic. Delic backing himself over in the neutral corner. Now backed against the ropes. Dances out of the way of trouble, launches in with a front kick, and sends Lee Stevens pacing backwards. The powerful front kick off the right leg from Eddie Delic. Delic launches in with a straight right hand. Stevens goes downstairs, chopping away to the lead thigh. There it is, the end of the 5th and final round. Mark the Hammer. Who is this one going to go to?
Well, this is another close contest, Michael. These boys just picked up where they left up from. And I'm going to leave this one to the judges with Eddie Delic coming home strongly, but Lee Stevens, what a solid performance throughout. It's going to be a close one, and down to the wire it goes.
Come on, have that extra round of applause for Lee Stevens and Eddie Delic. Whereabouts in this area? Oh, it's a long way away. Thank you, Daniel. Pop up in the centre ring. It's going to be a championship belt on behalf of Ringside Promotions. Super Lightweight title, it says. Yeah, I did just as good. Chuck Angelo, I certainly did. We had a good chat and shows live stories in the current This magazine. Ladies and gentlemen, split decision, majority decision goes to the red corner. Okay, Daniel from Super Beetle Furniture picks up around the waist of Eddie Delic, and then we'll give Lee Stevens his magnificent trophy. These two guys, great sportsmanship there. Aren't they great? Good sportsmanship, Eddie Delic and Lee Stevens. Eddie, your championship belt, a triple champ now. Each Victoria. Two Victoria. Thank you, Daniel. That's for Lee Stevens. Eddie, 3 championships now tonight. They're sort of familiar with each other, considering we fought before. You see them storm home that last round. Was that the plan to come on strong in maybe the 4th and 5th rounds?
To be honest, very close fight. I don't know what would happen if I didn't pull the finger out in the last round. He's a top fighter. Last 2 fights I've had with him, definitely didn't kick him. Just want to thank you for the fight. Give one very much, mate. You deserve it, mate.
We're very great to see you.
Also, I'd like to thank next time. Thank you, Gordon, for training Kelly. Big special thanks to Mustafa, who's helped me out. Best up down there. Hisham, brother Danie, Rocky, Tom, Shane Whitley, Joe, Mr. Cool. Everyone who come down and support me tonight, thanks a lot. And finally, I'd like to thank sponsors like Wood for helping us out. And I just want to wish good luck to Phil. Hope he kicks some butt tonight. Enjoy the video.
I just want to say, Eddie, congratulations for doing a lot of work. There's a lot of hard work done. Not many people like the way Eddie fights because he doesn't move around, but he gets his job done. And hey, if you don't like the way he fights, stop him. He's on the way up. There's one person we do want to fight, and that's third. We've missed him twice so far. We want him maybe 2nd or 3rd fight. We've got another fight to save now. But Dodo have to take the next challenge so we can make sure that Eddie will be undisputed in this division as the champion. Thank you, everybody.
The lead, as Eddie said, was definitely close. Could have gone either way, but as I said, you were familiar with each other. It was a sort of cat and mouse, punch and counter, punch, counter kick, and could have gone either way. Bad luck, Lee.
Thanks a lot. It was a tough fight. It is a kickboxing fight on tonight. I think when we have another rematch, we'll see who's the real winner. I think I had the fight there, but obviously I don't know why, but I'd like to thank Coach Eddie, Kelly Simon, and I'd like to thank my helpers, Nick Carr, Houston, special thanks to Nick Curtis and Ronnie, who's not there. Thank you.
Legally Stevens. Very great to see.
And listen to the atmosphere in the Moorabin Town Hall. You can cut it with a knife. Here he comes, the mystery man from England, the Dark Destroyer, the Black Thunder, the man they call Phil Fagan, stepping into the ring for the main event to take on Mr. Charisma for the South Pacific Super Heavyweight title, Phil Fagan and Christopoulides. Michael Chevello ringside with Mark the Hammer Castanini. Hammer, this should be something special.
Well, Michael, this is certainly the unveiling of Phil Fagan. Certainly a lot of questions being asked. Well, all the answers are just a few moments away. Will Christopoulides have the stopping power to stop the man Phil Fagan? We've heard that he's a pretty slick mover, and Christopoulides believes he's the one to stop him. The boy from the UK, Phil Fagan, versus the own Melbourne boy, Christopoulides.
This bout has been endorsed, sanctioned and rubber stamped by the Professional Boxing and Martial Arts Board of Victoria. Members at ringside, Bob Delic, not going to give us Dr. Simon Hillman, and the Deputy Assistant Stephen J. Peake. Your judging of Michael Davidson. Your judges for this main event, Norman Lou, Bruce Haynes and Terry Nichols. Ringside position, Dr. Peter Lewis. And this bout has been sanctioned by the International Sport Karate Association. Lana Port Gitter is our main event sponsor, Northern Carlton Eating Houses, sponsoring our main event of the evening. The Hammer, Mark Castanini and Martin Chevello, author of The Bouncer, Just Bouncer. Fox Sports Kings of Kickboxing, our at ringside, our main event of the evening. Young man said, good luck with Yarrow on the 16. Back then during the year, 1999. We kickboxing in halls, played in bars, fun and walls. Shooting stars, that's kickboxing show business. You pay the man, you pay your dues, and when it's all over, you sing the blues. That's kickboxing show business. Show business. La Bloqueta, sponsoring our main event of the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, let's thank the legends around Moorabin Town Hall, cowardly on behalf of Ringside Promotions, welcome you to our main event of the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble with our main events. 8 rounds of kickboxing to the legend South Pacific Super Heavyweight Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, would you welcome on my right, from South London, now based in Fagan, Victoria, part of Kelly said no departure racing, last night at weighing scale of 94.45 kilograms. He comes to Australia with a perfect kickboxing record, 7 bouts, 7 wins, 6 by knockout. Dark Destroyer with welcome Phil Fagan. Sam Greco, which is both kickboxers good luck. Slam and Sam Greco. And across the ring, ladies and gentlemen, he's won 5 championships in the super and heavyweight divisions. Scaling a massive 108.55 kilograms, 12 bouts, 11 wins, 1 loss. John Cheetah is victor after previously starting out with Pat Christopoulides. Would you welcome, ladies and gentlemen, the man they dubbed Mr. Charisma, Christopoulides. Right now, let's start. 8 rounds of kickboxing judges, Richard Hussein, Norman Blue, and Terry Nichols, Napa Butler, to give the referees instructions.
Welcome to the Stranger, before having such good evening, Mike. This is number 1 fighter, and this is good luck.
Well, the time for talk is over. All is in readiness for our main event of the evening. The South Pacific Super Heavyweight title fight brought to you by La Porchetta Pizza Restaurant. The Dark Destroyer, Phil Fagan from the Kelly Seat Stables, originally from London, England, up against Mr. Charisma, Sunshine's own Christopoulides. Your third man in centre ring, referee Malcolm Bullner. We are ready to rumble. First round of action. Fagan opening up with a solid left hook. Christopoulides charging downstairs, those thunderous leg kicks of his, chopping away to the lead thigh. They are the weapon that Fagan will have to watch the most, Mark, those leg kicks of Christopoulides.
Well, Christopoulides is certainly making his game plan clear by thundering in with those 2 big thumping leg kicks, catching Fagan sweetly. Sweetly, in turn, is going to show Christopoulides, in his mind, how good his hands are.
A nice left hand to the body there from Mr. Charisma, Christopoulides. Fagan very agile here in the first round. The chiseled body of the Dark Destroyer, weighed in at 94.5. Christopoulides slimming down to 108.5.
Well, Fagan is doing what not many of Christopoulides' other opponents do, and it is actually move up on Christopoulides. Most of Christopoulides' former opponents have always taken a step backwards, but Fagan taking the fight right up to Christopoulides.
Christopoulides showing a lot of respect for his English counterpart here tonight so far. Fagan moving very well, connects with a good inside leg kick to the lead thigh, and another inside leg kick. Here come the leg kicks from Mr. Charisma, and Fagan can give them back just as well. Solid left hook there from Phil Fagan, connects there to straight left. Christopoulides tries to line up the big good night Irene right hand off the jaw. A cracking inside leg kick, that whipping leg kicks from Christopoulides.
Well, Fagan's actually landed about 4 good inside thigh kicks on Christopoulides. Christopoulides answering with a roundhouse kick to the outside thigh, and it's evening up downstairs, that's for sure.
What a powerhouse battle it's been so far here in the first round.
This has been long overdue in Moorabin Town, Michael. A good heavyweight, super heavyweight stoush, where both boys give it a good red hot shake. That's what I'm hoping to see anyway.
And a main event at that. It's been a long time that we've seen a main event that hasn't featured Stan the Man or Sam Greco as a super heavyweight main event. Mark the Hammer, there's the end of the first round. I'll tell you what, Phil Fagan, Mr. Mystery, but looking the goods.
Well, Phil Fagan certainly putting a couple of good combos together. Started with that lead left hook, very hard on Christopoulides. just to show him that he has no fear. Christopoulides in turn, a little cautious, which he should be because not a lot known about Fagan. But you can expect to see Christopoulides, under the tutelage of Johnny Skeeter there in the corner, come back with a little bit more knowledge, a little bit more insight into what he should be doing in the second round. And for sure you're going to see Christopoulides' game plan slowly start to form now, as does in the later rounds always.
Thank you much. Seconds out. Round 2, scheduled in Gatt Kickboxing. Now main events.
We're ready to get it on in the second round of action, brought to you by La Porchetta Restaurant for the South Pacific Super Heavyweight title. Christopoulides swinging downstairs with the leg kicks to the lead leg. A nice left hand on Phil Fagan, the Dark Destroyer from South London.
Well, Fagan's left hook is certainly one that Christopoulides should be wary of.
Christopoulides came charging in. Fagan went with a spinning back kick. Blood flowing from the nose of Christopoulides. It's all power here in the second round. Christopoulides might have hurt himself.
Christopoulides has hurt his back. He's saying to Malcolm Bull, that's my back.
This one. He has hurt his back.
The ringside physician, Peter Lewis, now being called for. He will check Christopoulides and see if he can continue. But he certainly hurt his back when he landed.
He might have twisted his back there. Christopoulides says, come on, I'm okay to fight. And the crowd say, we want to fight. Christopoulides wants to fight. Malcolm Buller gets us underway. Here they go.
Again, Christopoulides lands heavily on his back. He's not going to do himself any good. He's got to just compose himself, Christopoulides, and make sure he stays on his feet, because he keeps landing heavily on his back. It's going to do him no favours.
Good call, Hammer. Inside leg kicks from Phil Fagan, very agile. There's that trip hammer of a left hand, then goes downstairs with the leg kick. Phil Fagan, very composed, very calculating, methodical fighter. Christopoulides head hunting. More hooks than a tackle box, Christopoulides. The front kick, then the leg kick to the lead leg. Fagan just ploughing away at the left hand. Christopoulides' blood streaming from his right nostril. He's in a little bit of bother here, a little bit of trouble in the second round.
Well, this is where the true warrior spirit will kick in, and I'm sure Christopoulides has it. He continues the fight. He's in a bit of pain with the back, but he keeps pushing forward, and he keeps egging Fagan on.
Fagan with the front kick off the left leg to finish the second round. We have an absolute corker on our hands, Hammer.
Well, certainly after that little bit of a mishap in the second round, Malcolm Bullner didn't actually put a count on Christopoulides, so it's unclear as to how the judges will score that knockdown. Fagan, though, is very composed. I think he's working certainly to a very precise game plan, and Christopoulides in a touch of bother at the moment. I think this minute rest here will do him the world of good. He'll compose himself and he'll come back to fight on in the third.
Capacity crowd on hand at the Moorabin Town Hall. There is more electricity in here than a power plant. We are ready for the third round, brought to you by La Porchetta Restaurant, Ringside Promotions. The Dark Destroyer, Phil Fagan. The mystery man has certainly looked good so far. And Christopoulides with plenty of bad intention on his face. Referee Malcolm Buller certainly has his work cut out with him. There is no love lost between these two men. Here comes Christopoulides charging like a steam train, like a freight train. Christopoulides opening up like a house on fire. He's come out all guns blazing.
Christopoulides wants to get this over and done with, but he still has to be composed, because if he makes a mistake, I'm sure Fagan's going to have the insight to capitalise on that.
Christopoulides launching the right hand. Fagan just dancing out of the way. Keeping on the balls of his feet, moving around, showing great agility for a big man, Phil Fagan.
And using that front kick off the lead leg to great avail as well, Michael. I'm telling you, that's what a lot of fighters should be worked more of, because when you've got a charging opponent, that is your best weapon. And Fagan is quite aware of Christopoulides' charging ability.
A lot of power being thrown here in centre ring. The big leg kick from Phil Fagan. Christopoulides trying to go for the knockout. Fagan just cracks the round kick off the left leg into the ribs. Christopoulides goes downstairs, chasing, hunting, ploughing away at that left thigh. They almost spill over the ropes right in front of us here, Hanna.
I think as he ties Christopoulides, he'll slow himself down, and that is not necessarily a bad thing.
Just a slip to the canvas from Christopoulides.
He's getting a bit weary now, and Fagan's going to capitalise on that, but Fagan's game plan, light on his toes and moving about.
Hammer, you called it right in the last round. Christopoulides needs to compose himself here. Needs to be clever. Fagan moving around the ring, looking unfazed by whatever Christopoulides has thrown at him. There's the end of another powerhouse round. What do you think, Hammer?
I'll tell you what, Michael, as I said earlier, long overdue, a great heavyweight, super heavyweight battle here. The crowd absolutely loving it. Phil Fagan has been unveiled here by Kelly Seif as his, Dark Destroyer. But Fagan certainly putting up a very clever fight. Very smart fighter indeed. He's not standing there trying to outpower Christopoulides. That would just be plain silly. Christopoulides in turn did hurt his back in the second round. We can't forget that. So he's probably fighting quite a lot of pain. And he's still trying to take this fight by the throat and give it a real good shake. But it's even Stevens, maybe Fagan slightly ahead with a couple of clean scoring shots. But Christopoulides, don't forget, he's landed a couple of big thumping leg kicks. So it is very close.
We're ready to rock and roll in the fourth round of action, our main event. It has been an absolute classic so far, an epic confrontation brought to you by La Porchetta Restaurant. Christopoulides goes charging with the straight right hand. Inside leg kick by Fagan, moving laterally around the ring. Sticks out the front kick off the left. Christopoulides hammers away, and there it is! The big left hook from Christopoulides! The Dark Destroyer goes down!
He takes the count, Michael. And he's up.
Fagan found the canvas for the first time in the fight. Here comes Mr. Charisma. He can maybe sense a victory. Fagan now on the back foot. He's been rattled. He's taking more knocks at the front door in the fourth round.
Well, Fagan's trying for all his worth to stop Christopoulides charging with that front kick. But Christopoulides with the extra weight, over 10 kilos of course, that's going to be hard to stop when it gets a full head of steam charging at you. Fagan 94.5 kilo, Christopoulides 108.
More beef than a cattle ranch in centre ring. We have an absolute war in our hands. I'll tell you what, Hammer, I'm losing my voice over this one. You better get the straight jacket ready, because these two are going hell for leather.
What a crackerjack fight, Michael. This is certainly going to do kickboxing in Melbourne no harm at all. People are certainly getting their money's worth here on this Kelly Seif ringside promotion for the main bout.
Blood streaming from the nose of Christopoulides. The Dark Destroyer Phil Fagan dropped earlier in the round, but now seems to have his composure back. It'll certainly be Christopoulides' round on the judges' scorecards. Here goes Mr. Charisma, cracking away again.
Christopoulides letting it all go. He knows his leg kick is his main weapon. He's trying valiantly to put that on to Fagan.
Fagan just no power in those leg kicks now in the fourth round. Not enough muster behind him to do any real damage at all. He stings him with the left hand. Christopoulides walks straight into it. End of the fourth round. The two warriors, tiredly but full of courage, stumble back to their corners.
Well, 4 rounds down, 4 to go. We're exactly halfway there, if it goes the distance. Well, with so much big, heavy leather being thrown and so many big thundering leg kicks from Christopoulides especially, it's going to be a miracle if it goes the distance, and these boys will certainly feel the pains of that tomorrow. But what can I say, Michael? What a great battle today. What an evenly matched, great battle. And both fighters are certainly going to come away much better for this experience. Christopoulides needed someone to push him, and Fagan's the man doing it at the moment. And I'm sure when Christopoulides walks away from this bout, he's going to have some well and hard-earned experience under his belt. Phil Fagan, what a baptism of fire to Aussie kickboxing he's getting right at the moment.
We're ready to get it on in the fifth round. A test of endurance, a test of guts, of intestinal fortitude. Christopoulides and the Dark Destroyer Phil Fagan. Fagan's power seemed to have gone from his leg kicks at the end of the last round. Christopoulides' leg kicks as powerful as ever. Here goes Christopoulides, opening up in a blaze yet again. Thundering away in the neutral corner. They tangle against the ropes. Cracks away to the lead leg. And another one by Christopoulides.
Christopoulides launching a big round kick off that lead leg, which is particularly good for such a big man. Launching the big right head round kick.
Christopoulides taunting him, saying, come on, my chin is here. Hit me, Dark Destroyer. Fagan not taking the invitation at the moment. Playing a clever game. Just trying to rally up the points. A good inside leg kick by Fagan. No power in it, but he's putting it there. A titanic battle of epic proportions. Two warriors with enormous hearts. They tangle in the neutral corner. Christopoulides, 108 kilos of body weight, raining down upon Phil Fagan, wearing him down. Fagan started the first 3 rounds strongly. Christopoulides came back in the 4th. Now we're in round number 5. Just clocks him there. A sweet left.
Fagan's very, very good left hook just popping out on Christopoulides there.
Well, Christopoulides returned the favour and gave Fagan a taste of his left hand. Christopoulides still going downstairs, thundering away at those chopping leg kicks. Fagan dancing around the ring, the inside leg kick. Ooh, connects, a beautiful right hand, rock Christopoulides' head back, and a beautiful left, Christopoulides on rubber leg street, the end of the round. Christopoulides was wobbled yet again. Phil Fagan, what a cracker.
Well, Phil Fagan putting that sweet left hook in there on Christopoulides. Christopoulides truly being tested. Phil Fagan catching him with that sweet left hook. Christopoulides has to keep his right hand up to negate that left hook. Because Fagan's found an opening there. Christopoulides carrying his right hand very, very low. And Fagan putting the pressure on now. Christopoulides starting the round very strong but tiring towards the end there. Fagan just piling the points towards the end of the round. Christopoulides has got to mimic Fagan's game plan, I suppose. Be up on his bike, moving around and just piling up the points a little. Because at this stage, I think Fagan, that's his game plan. He's just going to pepper away and try and outlast Christopoulides because he believes he has the fitness to do so.
Round 6 of action brought to you by La Porchetta Restaurants. Ringside Promotions. We have seen a war and it's not over yet. Christopoulides a mouse under his left eye. He was wobbled at the end of the last round.
You see Christopoulides' right hand very, very low. He's got to get it up to the side of his jaw because that's what Fagan's going to work. Christopoulides focusing in there on his launching his big leg kick, but Fagan just not letting the target be too stagnant as he goes down.
Big leg kick from Christopoulides. Referee Malcolm Boulder applies a count. Fagan says, I'm all right, ref.
There's no count, there's a 3 count, Michael.
Still has some weapons left in his arsenal. He has absorbed an immense amount of punishment, but Mr. Charisma keeps fighting back. A nice left to the body there from Phil Fagan, the Dark Destroyer. Will he win it here tonight? Will the dark days be upon Australian kickboxing?
Go under his check!
Christopoulides, don't write him off yet, Michael, because this guy has truly got the warrior spirit. He is pushing and pushing and pushing. He's got a sore back. He's had a tumble early, and he's just digging right in now. And really, my admiration for Christopoulides' ability has shot through the roof with his intestinal fortitude here tonight.
A top thumping left hand from Christopoulides. Look at the irate crowd over the late blow. Christopoulides, well, no love lost between him and the crowd, that's for sure.
Well, you've got to remember, Michael, these boys have got a full head of steam in here. They both want to win. They both want to win bitterly. And Christopoulides just, he was going there. Fagan's gloves touch the ground, and that is where the break has to occur.
Fagan now, for the first time in the fight, breathing very, very heavily. Sucking in the air, still manages to connect with a nice, sweet left hand. A top thumping left again, sticks out the defensive front kick, goes downstairs, Christopoulides checks the leg kick. We are ready for another round of action, Hammer.
I'll tell you what, as I said, you know, people get a little bit emotional, but these guys are both in there trying their hearts out. Christopoulides, you know, he had a full head of steam going. He thought he had Fagan on the ropes, and he's let go with his combination, and Fagan's gone down, and he's got caught. You know, it is unfortunate. It's not the way that either fighter would have wanted it to go, but these things do happen, and we've just got to press on, because this is truly an epic battle. This is something that people are going to be talking about for a long, long time.
We're ready for the penultimate round of action. Round number 7 for the South Pacific Super Heavyweight title, brought to you by La Porchetta Restaurant. This capacity crowd at Moorabin Town Hall on the edge of their seats. Christopoulides waiting out the left hook. Sweat flying off the fighters and onto us here in the commentary position ringside. Christopoulides goes headhunting, chops away off the leg kick, chops away again. Phil Fagan in a lot of trouble here in this round so far, but he powers back. The Dark Destroyer gives me a chance to take my voice beyond the threshold of pain yet again. Christopoulides burying away. Malcolm Bullner keeping a close eye on it.
Well, if there's one man working harder than the fighters, it's got to be Malcolm Bullner. He's right in there, all over it. He certainly has a job that I wouldn't want for the world. But these two boys, they want it badly.
Arguably the fight of the year, and it isn't over yet, folks. Leg kicks by Christopoulides. The big right hand by Fagan. He's wobbled him again. Christopoulides fires back. This is the type of stuff you see in the movies, Hammer.
I'll tell you what, Michael. Christopoulides, what a warrior. Phil Fagan, he's certainly going to make his impact here in Australia, that's for sure.
The bloodied red nose of Christopoulides tells a story. He's taken more knocks at the front door in this fight. Phil Fagan continues to plow away. The leg kick to the lead leg. The left hand didn't find the mark. There was a short uppercut. Wow, this is like a Rocky movie. Christopoulides goes downstairs. Fagan ties him up. Christopoulides just smothering him with his full body weight.
Well, Christopoulides got to dig in now because he's landed some good scoring leg kicks. He's got to keep putting them on. There's that left from Christopoulides, nicely timed on Fagan.
What an absolute classic. The end of the 7th round. We have one more to go, Hammer.
I'll tell you what, Michael, it's really going to come down to how the judges are scoring this fight, because if we look at the hand department, you've got to say Fagan, but when you look at the kicking, especially in the later rounds, Christopoulides has landed some big, heavy leg kicks, and it's really going to depend on how the judges want to score those leg kicks. But Fagan's landed some tidy technique. He had his front kicks going earlier in rounds 1 and 2. You know, he's got some good front kicks there. So it is a very, very, very even round, as is our last couple of fights been right down the wire. This is another one. Triple main events, I'd have to say. Chris Collard, Lee Stevens, Christopoulides. All these fights have been very good. Sligeti Delic just getting the points over Lee Stevens. And this one here, I don't know, at this point, I wouldn't like to call it. It's all going to come down to the 8th round, and the tension is certainly building here in centre ring.
The time for talk is over. The 8th and final round. After this round, one of these men will be crowned the South Pacific Super Heavyweight Champion. They touch gloves. Malcolm Bullner gets us underway. Sweat flies off the brow of both of these warriors. A big thunderous leg kick from the Titan Christopoulides. They're letting it all go. Down goes Fagan. Another leg kick. Both men sucking in the air.
This will be the longest 2 minutes of Christopoulides' life as he battles to take the points here. Fagan making the job increasingly difficult by moving around light on his feet. That's good form from Fagan for sure.
A nice left hand by Christopoulides. Fagan been doing a quick count of his teeth after that one. Fagan now off the left hand. Only about a minute and a half to go. A minute and a half of the rest of the lives of Phil Fagan and Christopoulides. Toe to toe. They slug it out. It's like a Hollywood movie, except it's real, folks. It's all real. These are the types of fights that promoters and fans dream for. Short right uppercut from Fagan, left uppercut from Fagan. Rocked the head back of Christopoulides, but Mr. Charisma keeps moving forward.
I don't think I've ever seen Christopoulides go 8 rounds with any man, so you've got to take your hat off to Fagan there. He's taken him 8 rounds. This is very much uncharted territory for Christopoulides, or at least a number of rounds that he's not used to going to, and he's going to benefit greatly from this experience, that's for sure.
Arguably the fight of the year. Both men deserve a standing ovation. The thundering overhand right from Christopoulides. The left hook misses the target. Christopoulides' left eye almost closed there, Mark.
Christopoulides' face tells the story and finishes with a big leg kick. Christopoulides.
There it is. The end of the 8th and final round of action. And look at the crowd. They're out of their seats. A standing ovation, Hammer. It's gone down to the judges.
Well, I'd have to say, Michael, a standing ovation indeed to both of these guys. I take my hat off to both of them. In all the super heavyweight and heavyweight fights I've seen, this is certainly going to be one that I remember, because these two mammoth men have put in an awesome effort, and more of this we'd like to see indeed. Christopoulides, what a warrior. Phil Fagan, well, he's going to certainly stamp his authority on the heavyweight rankings in Australia, that's for sure. He's only going to improve with time, and this one's going down to the judges. I'm not going to say, because I personally would like to see both of these men walk away with a victory, but Christopoulides landing some good, solid leg kicks, and Fagan, nice tidy handwork from him.
Yes, it's the time. What breaks it off is Chris and Phil. A rematch. Sam, that's yours, your championship belts. There's something precious. Oh, I think yours in the cabinet, or your trophies and all the things you won with Kobe shit and all those things. Maybe this Sam?
Yeah, I've got a very good collection on. I really kept it in place.
Yes, sir. But I'll be very happy to see this match as a rematch on May 2nd. So it doesn't matter who wins, I'll talk to both trainers, and this will be a top rematch on down the card. Good luck to both guys. Thank you. It was a great fight. Thank you. It was. Lapo Kenner, can I have 2 representatives of that company, please? Lapo Kenner from Carlton and Melbourne. They supported this main event of the evening. Thank you, Melbourne, to take their time with this. Please become the center ring, please. Mike, will you ring the bell, please? Ladies and gentlemen, we have a split decision. The majority points winner comes from the red Chris, bad luck here.
Yeah, he's a very tough boy. The better man won on the day, so I'm not complaining. I put him on. He played a very smart fight. He didn't fight my style. He kept and I wish you all the best in the future. And thank you, Kelvin. God bless you all.
A very great experience today. Phil Fagan from Canberra, Australia. A mystery man in many ways, as here you are. Kelly and Rocky have been talking about this stark destroyer man, and here you are, your first time in Melbourne, Australia. You've won a championship. Phil, congratulations.
Thanks a lot. Just like to say thank you to Petty Side, guys from my gym, Rocky. Thanks to Black and Blue, people who sponsored me. Australia's now my new home. Very glad to be here. Love the weather. Thanks all for coming. I'll put another fight on for you soon. Thanks again. You've been great. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank everybody for supporting the show. It's probably one of the best fights of the year in the heavyweight division. We'll have 2 promotions a year, and we're glad to fight on anybody's show at any time. The gym is a young gym, but as you can see, in 2 months, 2 Australian titles on South Pacific. The boys are ready and ready to go. Thank you everyone for your support. We'll see you soon. Oh, one more thing. Black and Blue, who aren't here tonight, they're our main sponsors in every show throughout the year. Gary, thank you very much. I appreciate your help.
Well, there you have it, folks. Undoubtedly the fight of the year. Super heavyweight contest, and congratulations to the new champion, the Dark Destroyer, Phil Fagan. From myself, Michael Chavello, and my verbal sparring partner, former Australian Cruiserweight Muay Thai champion Mark Castanini, thank you for joining us ringside at this ringside promotion, Moorabin Town Hall. Until next time, good night.
Sam, we've got to the post. Nowadays, there's been every all plans for Hanna. God bless his on earth. We are one nation, we've got might and power. Good night to you all. Thank you, Stan. Thank you, Gary's power. Thank you, customers. We'll be back soon. Good night from the city of Moorabin.